I just have to fix this one part. Right now I'm just using this, it's basically like a putty for wood to fill in these tiny little cracks in it. You don't want there to be any cracks, any exposure whatsoever. That's how the moisture gets in. Ideally, I don't really want any lines in this. I want this to be as smooth as possible. Any of the lines to make it look unnatural is what I'm trying to get rid of. It's never going to be perfect, but still, the smoother the better. With this putty, this wood putty, you just put a little bit of water on it. It does dry quicker, but it gets it wet enough just for a second. So it helps it fill in those small cracks even better. But you just have to fill it in quick because it does hard a lot. Phrasing. It gets hard a lot faster once it gets wet. Let's see. I'd rather listen to nothing than ads. This wood putty, you really just have to massage it into the wood, into the cracks. Just want to make sure there are no cracks in anywhere else. Again, that's how the moisture gets in, and that is wood's worst enemy. That's how it's going to crack and split later on. So you want to make sure all of this is filled. Every tiniest little crack, every little opening, all it takes is the smallest little opening for moisture to get in. Still got 13 people watching right now. I appreciate all you guys' support. I hope all y'all are doing well. And watching me try and fix this, what was supposed to be a piece of art and kind of turned into, I don't want to call it a disaster, but we'll call it something. Something I won't say on camera, we'll say that. It was supposed to be a dragon blood tree, which is a tree that's in Africa, and you've probably seen it like on Lion King or any type of old movie like that where they show a lot of scenes in Africa where they have a tree that kind of splits off with a lot of small branches and it has a very flat top on it. That's where this top actually goes with it is. This is what's going to be on top of it. That's what it was supposed to be, and it turned out like this. I am going to be doing more to it. I'm going to be doing something called Lynchtenberg art, which is basically when you take high form of electricity and you hook it to the wood and it actually sends like a very high amount of electricity through the wood to where it creates lightning bolts through the wood. That's actually what I'm going to be doing tomorrow with it. So right now I'm just trying to clean it up and get it nice and smooth to get all the lines out of it for when I do that. I've always wanted to do that. I've seen people do it for about 10 years and I'm really excited to do it with this piece. I think having actual lightning going down the side of it is going to make it really look good. I had to make sure my dogs didn't go anywhere. I'm just rubbing this putty. It's a two-part putty. It's the white and the brown. That's just what the color's going to come out like. You mix it in together. Once it's rubbed in together into one, that's when you can really rub it into the cracks. This is kind of a final step before you do the lighter sanding. Be honest, how many of y'all saw this and was just wondering what even is that thing? How many people, the 13 of y'all that are probably still watching, were wondering what could this even be? And I don't blame you, I'd be wondering the same thing right now. What is it? I think that's about it for all the small cracks. Now what I can do is let that dry and come back in and do a lighter sanding on it and help shape it up a little bit more. Well, for the three of you that stuck around, I appreciate y'all's support. I'm going to sign out for right now. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. If you enjoyed watching, I would appreciate you guys subscribing. But regardless, thank you for your support. And I hope you guys see me again soon.